In navigating the service request highway effectively, having accurate indicators is paramount, and that's where statuses play a pivotal role. They act as vital signposts, pinpointing the exact stage of your SR within its lifecycle. It all starts with a new work order coming in through the tenant portal. Once we confirmed receipt with the tenant, we're now going to review if this is a legitimate work order and what type of work order it is, so you know what flowchart to follow. Next up, we'll assign the vendor, and they will then schedule the appointment with the tenant. Depending on the software platform you're using, you'll encounter our custom statuses: pending estimate, estimate approved, and pending invoice, all housed under the scheduled umbrella. We've introduced these statuses deliberately for a reason: to streamline the process and save time. By highlighting these specific steps, you gain clear visibility into the journey of your SR. Trust us, we've done this before. It's all about making incremental gains and avoiding the snowball effect at all costs. Drawing from our experience, we're confident that incorporating these statuses is the smart move. After all, why reinvent the wheel when you have proven solutions at your disposal? Upon receiving a new service request, the initial step is crucial. It involves determining the legitimacy of the request, essentially setting the stage for how you'll proceed. With the information at hand, decisions must be made swiftly, especially considering our 2-hour window typically allotted for acknowledging a tenant's request, which becomes even more pressing in urgent situations. Not every call for service necessitates intervention. It's essential to review the history of the unit to avoid redundancy. Checking against previous SRs ensures efficiency by preventing resources from being expended on issues already resolved or deemed non-essential. This step involves matching the current request against a list of known concerns, discerning which issues warrant action. For repeated or unnecessary SRs, removal and tenant reassurance are key. Attention to warranty-related requests ensures homeowners are not charged again for previously addressed issues. Persistent problems with an appliance may indicate the need for replacement, and escalated issues previously set aside as cosmetic should be re-evaluated for action. Urgency levels vary. Some SRs may not require immediate attention, such as minor aesthetic concerns. Others, particularly those posing safety risks, demand prompt action. Maintenance tasks often fall to the tenant, barring significant exceptions. For actionable issues, those impacting safety, health, or property functionality, assessment is key. Plumbing leaks, electrical issues, and similar problems need immediate attention. When offboarding owners, managing SRs becomes delicate, particularly in ensuring costs are appropriately allocated during the transition. Communication with vendors, finalizing invoices, and prudent financial checks are vital steps during this period. SRs close to the offboarding date and deemed non-urgent may require pausing and rerouting, depending on the circumstances. Always ensure sufficient funds are available before proceeding with any work, consulting higher-ups if necessary. Duplicate requests, changes of heart from tenants, or higher-level decisions can lead to SR cancellations, emphasizing the importance of transparent communication. For new tenants, SRs raised within the first month should revert to the inspector, ensuring thoroughness and addressing any potential warranty issues. Navigating SRs efficiently, from initial assessment to resolution, is a balancing act of diligence, communication, and strategic decision-making, essential for maintaining service quality and client satisfaction in property management. The review stage in handling service requests is a critical juncture where clarity is sought to navigate forthcoming actions, especially when faced with urgent, complex, or recurrently challenging scenarios. This stage demands a meticulous approach, combining data analysis, pattern recognition, and decisive action, often under tight deadlines. Consider the story of Sarah, a highly competent maintenance coordinator (MC), whose swift action on a winter morning prevented a potential disaster. Faced with an SR reporting frozen pipes, Sarah's prompt response, guided by the Service Level Agreement (SLA), was crucial. Her investigation went beyond a temporary fix. By recognizing a recurring issue with insulation in the apartment block, she proposed a long-term solution to the homeowner, highlighting the importance of addressing root causes. Documentation is another cornerstone of the review stage, serving not just for accountability and transparency, but as a vital resource for future reference and legal protection. Escalations present unique challenges, requiring immediate attention from higher management, particularly when costs or safety risks are significant. Instances like an old tree posing a threat to a property necessitate rapid evaluation, expert consultation, and swift decision-making to mitigate potential damage and liability. Recognizing when issues are the responsibility of the tenant versus those that fall under the landlord's purview is another critical aspect of the review stage. In sum, the review stage is not merely procedural, but a nuanced process that demands a blend of analytical skills, practical knowledge, and strategic thinking. In the assign stage of handling a service request, the focus shifts to selecting the most suitable vendor for the job. This choice hinges on a variety of factors, including the vendor's expertise, experience, service area, and availability, ensuring that the task is matched with a vendor capable of executing it to the highest standard. Maintenance notes within the SR play a crucial role at this juncture. They contain detailed preferences from property owners or indicate specific requirements for the job, guiding the selection process. In cases where direct input or decisions are needed, supervisors act as navigational aids, ensuring the selection process stays aligned with broader objectives. There are instances where property owners prefer to take matters into their own hands, opting to conduct maintenance tasks themselves. Whether a professional vendor or a hands-on owner undertakes the work, maintenance notes serve as an essential reference point, providing all necessary details for the task at hand. The presence of a home warranty adds another layer to the decision-making process. Quick consultation of the SR maintenance notes determines if the warranty covers the current issue, influencing the approach to emergency situations and potential reimbursements from warranty providers. Regardless of the situation, maintaining open communication with tenants is paramount, ensuring their satisfaction with the resolution. After selecting a vendor, the follow-up process assesses their readiness and ability to meet the service standards and timelines expected. Vendors have the prerogative to accept or decline the SR based on their assessment or capacity. Should a vendor decline the SR, the process doesn't come to a halt. Instead, the search recommences to find an alternative provider, ensuring that no SR is left unresolved. This stage, therefore, is not just about assignment, but also about adaptation and persistence, ensuring that every service request is addressed efficiently and satisfactorily. Entering the pending scheduled phase means we're stepping into the coordination zone, where the aim is to align schedules between the vendor and the tenant for the service or repair work ahead. This stage is crucial for setting the groundwork for a smooth operation, ensuring that all involved parties are synchronized. The key player here is the vendor, tasked with initiating contact with the tenant to arrange a mutually convenient appointment. This direct communication approach is favored to bypass any potential confusion or delays that might arise from playing telephone through a middleman. It streamlines the process, allowing for a straightforward exchange about availability, and significantly reduces the chance of miscommunication. Once the vendor reaches out, be it through email, a phone call, or a message on the tenant's portal, the goal is to solidify a date and time for the service visit. This interaction kicks off the process, setting the wheels in motion towards finalizing the details of the appointment. After an agreement is reached and the appointment is scheduled, it's crucial that this information is communicated back to all relevant parties, including any maintenance coordinators or property managers involved. Confirmations are sent out to ensure everyone is on the same page, effectively closing any gaps that could lead to missed appointments or confusion. The essence of the pending scheduled status is founded on clear, efficient communication and the effective coordination of schedules. It's a phase that demands active participation from both the vendor and the tenant, ensuring they are fully prepared and ready for the upcoming service visit. This approach not only facilitates a smoother workflow, but also reinforces the commitment to addressing service requests promptly and professionally. Once the vendor and tenant set an appointment, the service request, SR, transitions into the scheduled status, marking the beginning of a methodical approach to address the reported issue. At this stage, the vendor transitions from planning to action, with their initial role involving careful observation and documentation of the problem at hand. Utilizing a phone camera, the vendor captures visual evidence of the issues, such as leaky faucets or broken doors, providing valuable insights to both the maintenance coordinator, MC, and the homeowner. These images, while informative, are just the starting point. The vendor also assesses the underlying causes of the problems, distinguishing between normal wear and tear and tenant-induced damages, and scans for any additional issues that could lead to future concerns. This comprehensive evaluation is crucial for understanding the full scope of the situation. Following the assessment, the vendor determines the necessary repairs, including the materials and costs involved. This is where the not to exceed limit comes into play. If the repair costs are within the pre-approved budget, the vendor proceeds with the fix without needing further approvals. However, if the estimated cost surpasses the NTE limit, the vendor must seek immediate approval from the MC, who then consults with the homeowner or property manager for the go-ahead. Throughout this process, the MC plays a pivotal role in coordinating the efforts from receiving and reviewing estimates to securing homeowner approvals and meticulously documenting every step. This oversight ensures that any emerging issues are swiftly identified, evaluated, and resolved, with a keen eye on the vendor's performance and adherence to protocols. Upon completion of the work, comprehensive documentation, including descriptions of the issues, implemented solutions, and detailed expenses, is vital. This record, bolstered by before and after photos, not only serves as a reference for future maintenance tasks, but also acts as a safeguard in case of disputes, underscoring the importance of thoroughness and transparency in every SR. In essence, the scheduled status is characterized by detailed planning, proactive problem solving, and rigorous documentation, all aimed at ensuring efficient and effective resolution of maintenance issues. By learning from each appointment, property management teams can continuously improve their processes, ensuring higher service quality and enhanced tenant and homeowner satisfaction in future engagements. In the pending estimate stage of managing a service request, the emphasis is on maintaining clear communication with the homeowner, especially when it comes to providing estimates for the required work. A detailed written estimate is standard practice, offering a comprehensive overview of the work needed and the associated costs. In cases where a verbal quote is initially provided, it's made clear that a written estimate will follow, with the understanding that the final cost may adjust slightly. This stage often deals with more complex tasks that carry higher stakes and costs, necessitating a thorough bid and approval process. This process is particularly important when early signs suggest a significant problem or when unexpected costs emerge after the initial assessment. For repairs approaching a $1,000 threshold, personal inspections by vendors become crucial to ensure accuracy in the estimate. While a single estimate is preferred, additional quotes may be necessary to fully grasp the scope of the work. If an estimate exceeds $1,500, considering a second opinion is advisable to ensure cost effectiveness, especially for repairs exceeding $5,000, which require direct involvement from the maintenance manager. Maintenance coordinators are encouraged to consult with senior staff for guidance on handling high estimates. The ultimate aim is to craft a bid proposal that secures a firm approval from the property owner, balancing repair needs, cost fairness, and the owner's perspective. Effective communication with the owner is key, and if there's no response within 72 hours of presenting the estimate, the property manager is brought into the discussion. Determining the necessity of owner contributions involves assessing the property's available funds against the repair costs. If the cost is below the property's current balance, owner contribution might not be needed. However, for costs exceeding the balance but within a month's rent, especially if the tenant is behind on payments, the owner's financial input becomes necessary. For repairs costing more than a month's rent and exceeding the available balance, owner contributions are essential before work can proceed, ensuring adherence to NET 30 vendor terms. Securing funds from the owner for repairs is a collaborative effort between the MMPM and the accounting department, ensuring the property's financial readiness for the upcoming repair work. This meticulous process guarantees that all financial aspects are considered and addressed, facilitating a smooth path to completing the necessary repairs. When an estimate receives approval, it signals the transition from planning to action, setting off a critical period where efficient communication and swift execution are paramount. This approval is more than just a procedural step. It's an expression of trust from the homeowner and a commitment to action that the management company must honor promptly. In today's fast-paced world, failing to promptly relay the homeowner's approval to the vendor can result in missed opportunities for scheduling, extending the wait time for repairs, and potentially tarnishing the management company's reputation for efficiency. Vendors, especially those in high demand, operate on tight schedules balancing multiple jobs. Clear and direct communication from the management company is crucial to ensure that the work is scheduled and executed without unnecessary delays. Emphasizing the need for vendors to confirm scheduling details directly with the management company can mitigate the risk of miscommunication and ensure that all parties are aligned. The estimate approved status is a critical juncture that demands attention to detail, swift action, and clear communication. It's a phase that not only influences the success of the current job, but also impacts vendor relationships, homeowner satisfaction, and the operational efficiency of the management company. Recognizing the importance of this phase and handling it with the necessary urgency and precision ensures smooth operations and maintains the trust and satisfaction of all involved parties. Invoicing marks the critical closing phase of the service request SR process, embodying the culmination of all efforts, expenses, and the entirety of the job executed. This stage is not merely about issuing and settling bills, it represents a comprehensive review and validation of the work completed, ensuring everything aligns with the initial agreements and expectations. After the project's completion, vendors submit an invoice that encapsulates the essence of the SROE, detailing labor, materials used, and any additional expenses incurred. This document serves as a testament to the work undertaken, scrutinized closely against the original scope of work and projections. To enhance transparency and provide a tangible sense of the work done, before and after photos frequently accompany the invoice, offering visual proof of the project's outcomes. The review process extends beyond internal checks. Property owners, when financially involved, also examine the invoice to confirm that the costs accurately reflect the work done. Discrepancies between billed amounts and the actual services rendered occasionally emerge, necessitating open discussions, adjustments, and, though rare, legal consultations to resolve any issues. Once all parties are satisfied, the invoice progresses to the accounting department for processing, culminating in the issuance of a receipt that formalizes the transaction. Documentation of the financials provides a lasting record of the project, creating a detailed archive for future reference and audits. Tenant feedback on the work's quality is also gathered and recorded, adding another layer of evaluation to the service provided. Additionally, a quality assurance review might be conducted to compare the completed work against the initial objectives, ensuring that the service meets the set standards. Should any questions or concerns arise from the invoice, direct communication with the vendor is initiated to clarify discrepancies and confirm fair pricing. Only when every detail has been thoroughly vetted and approved does the invoice receive clearance, marking a successful and well-documented conclusion to the SR journey. This meticulous approach to the invoicing phase ensures accountability, satisfaction, and a solid foundation for future service requests. Reaching the completed status in the service request journey signifies the culmination of the process, where every contract, adjustment, and piece of documentation associated with the SR is meticulously archived. This final act ensures that all information related to the SR is organized and readily accessible for any future inquiries or reviews. Post-completion, it's crucial to engage in a reflective evaluation of the vendor's performance. This step allows for a critical assessment of the vendor's work, noting any improvements or declines in quality. Such evaluations are key to maintaining high standards and ensuring that vendors remain aligned with the company's expectations. Communication continues to play a pivotal role even after the SR has reached its conclusion. All stakeholders involved, including the property owner, management team, and the vendor, are informed about the SR's completion. This ensures transparency and keeps everyone updated on the status of the request. Additionally, tenants may be invited to provide feedback through a survey, offering valuable insights that can inform improvements in future services. Each SR represents a unique challenge, from identifying the issue and devising a solution to executing the plan and resolving the problem. The journey from start to finish is an adventure in problem solving, where the final steps, documenting the completion and evaluating the work, are as critical as the initial response. The act of officially marking an SR as finished is more than a procedural formality. It's a declaration of a job well done, encompassing the efforts and collaboration of all parties involved. It acknowledges the successful resolution of the issue at hand and the smooth execution of the service request process, setting a standard for future endeavors.